Hey everyone, what's going on? My name is DJ, and today I wanted to make a video talking about something a little different instead of gaming or tech tips. I want to talk about my experience working at Geek Squad. A lot of people see Geek Squad and think it's this, think it's just a dream job where you fix computers all day and work with cool tech. And while there are definitely some great parts of the job, there are also some struggles that people don't really talk about. So today I wanted to, talk about the good, the bad, and some of the things I learned while working there. Um, why I wanted to work there, I'm going to be honest with you. When I first started working at Geek Squad, I was honestly excited. I've always had a passion for computers and technology, and I thought it would be a great place to learn more, help people fix their problems, and grow my career in IT. A lot of people don't really see Geek Squad as IT, just because we don't deal with like networking and stuff like that. But we see it in a different aspect of, computers and stuff like that. Um, you know, and in some ways that part was true. I got hands-on experience with computers, phones, troubleshooting hardware and software issues, on top of helping customers who were really stuck and needed help. There's actually a really good feeling when someone comes in frustrated because their computer won't work and you're able to figure it out and send them home with everything working again. That is one of the biggest reasons why I enjoyed working there, was because I was actually able to help people. And I enjoyed that. I didn't enjoy the sales aspect of, having to constantly sell totals or else you're going to get written up or, something of that nature. And I didn't really enjoy that. I'm going to be honest with you. That was the biggest part that I struggled with. It wasn't so much selling with totals. It was more of the being forced to. Some of the aspects I didn't really need to sell totals, but unfortunately, that's the way that the company went. Um, Next part I'm going to tell you is the reality of the job. But people don't always realize, working at Geek Squad isn't just fixing computers. A lot of the time you're dealing with really stressed or frustrated customers. People come in with their laptop, crashes, their phone breaks, or they lose important data, and sometimes they're angry before the conversation even starts. So a big part of the job isn't just technical skill; it's customer service. You have to stay calm, patient, and professional even when someone is upset. Another thing is that sometimes the expectations can feel very sales focused instead of just focused on solving the technical problems. There can be pressure around services, memberships, or hitting certain metrics. That can be frustrating when you really just want to focus on helping people and solving, their technical issues. One of the biggest struggles I personally dealt with was the feeling of limited growth. When you're passionate about technology, you want to feel uh, like you're learning and you keep moving forward in your career. But sometimes it can feel like there isn't a clear path to advance into a deeper IT roles. You may end up doing the same types of repairs or consultations every day. And if you're someone who wants to move into networking, system administration, or enterprise IT, it can feel like progress is slow, because there really isn't any movement. Most stores typically have one full-time ARA, um, which is an advanced repair agent, and the other one is part-time. And most of the time, they're up front, or they're 2 days up front and 2 days in the back. Um, they're not actually an ARA. They're just basically doing two people's jobs for $1 more an hour. You're the front person, the person that checks people in, stuff like that. But you're also in the back repairing stuff. So technically, you're a double agent, I guess. You're a double person that's doing two people's jobs for $1 more an hour. Um, and that's not really something I wanted to continue in, because it's like, okay, well, I'm an ARA, but I'm not an ARA. I'm a person who is also up front and in the back as well. The way I look at that is you're basically just finding a way to squeeze all the soul and life out of someone, before they can even think about trying to pursue further into their career. Um, if you're positioned as an ARA, you should only be doing ARA stuff, not both the ARA stuff on top of the front people stuff as well. And that's, I guess, what partially irritates me is you get paid $1 more an hour. I guess that's corporate greed, I guess. I don't know. Um, but with that being said, working at Geek Squad has, taught me a lot. Learned how to troubleshoot real world problems, learned how to communicate technical things to people who aren't technical, and I learned how important patience and customer service are, in IT. Those are actual skills that can translate really well into a help desk role and other IT roles. Right now, my goals moving forward, I'm going to be honest with you, right now my goal is to continue growing in IT and move into roles where I can expand my technical knowledge even further. Geek Squad was definitely a stepping stone for me, and it helped me gain experience that I can take into the next stage of my career. My biggest thing, so right now I'm currently in the process of setting up my own business for technical stuff because I just love it. I love it helping people. I don't believe in charging somebody a yearly membership for stuff that they're probably never going to use ever again. So basically, they paid $179 for a year membership that they'll use one time and then they're done. They're never going to use it again. They're never going to come back. They're never going to come see you. It's always going to be a different face because we have such a high turnover rate in that field. It's never going to be the same management. It's never going to be the same employees. It's never going to be the same situation because it's constantly changing because they change their prices like crazy. Like for the biggest thing, Total Tech no longer covers in-home services. It gives you a $20 discount for an in-home service that costs anywhere from $150 to $300-$400. A $20 discount, yeah, you might see that and they're about be like, oh, that's just chump change. No, it's really not. It's really nothing. It's basically covering the taxes or covering their gas to get to their location. So, in my opinion, if you're thinking about working at Geek Squad, I'd say it can be a good starting point, especially if you're interested in tech support and troubleshooting. But like any other job, it has its ups and downs. If you enjoyed this video or want to hear more about working in tech, IT careers, or troubleshooting stories, let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.